What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Talk Inside the Ring. And if you're all ready, I've already had the ref rung the bell. Now, as you can see behind me, I've got a TNA DVD playing behind me. Total Non-Stop Action Wrestling. Impact Wrestling, or Global Force, or Global Impact. This little engine that could have a company was started many years ago by Double J Jeff Jarrett and his father Jerry Jarrett many years ago. And even though the Jarretts are no longer associated with this company, this was actually my preferred promotion over the WWE for many years. And I want to share with you all why, as their tagline once said, cross the line. So if you all are ready, let's talk about TNA Impact. Okay, so first, how I discovered the company. And it was actually because my childhood friend of mine actually purchased a best of TNA DVD, and it was actually the best of my favorite wrestler of all time, and still to this day, Jeff Hardy. So it was like a 2-for-1 special. I discovered my favorite wrestler and my, at the time, favorite wrestling company. Okay, so now what was it exactly that drew me to the company of TNA? What kept my eyes on the product? Well, the fact of the matter is, it felt different from the way how the arena looked, from the way how it was shot, to the fact that you could tell who was a bad guy and who was a good guy from the ramps, because they had 2 ramps, to their piece to resistance, the 6-sided ring. That is immediately what drew me to the company, was the 6-sided ring. For a long time we had the squared circle. This was different. A 6-sided ring. I was like, what is this? What is this other ring? And I was immediately hooked. And another thing was the passion. For the longest time, I had never ever heard fans in WWE chanting, until now, chanting, "This is awesome." But around that time, fans were always chanting they were either chanting, "This is awesome," or they would go on a rant and they would just go, "TNA, TNA, TNA." It was like seeing the rebirth of ECW. Seeing fans being that passionate about something made me love it even more. My love of professional wrestling was increased by the passion for this company. Alright, so the next thing that really drew my eye to the company was the fact of this new division called the X Division, where it wasn't about weight limits, it was about no limits. Seeing guys like AJ Styles, Chris Sabin, Christopher Daniels mixing up with guys like Samoa Joe, or the Monster Abyss. Seeing these heavyweights and these cruiserweights mixed together was just a breath of fresh air. And another thing that I loved about the company so much was their creativity. I always thought that wrestling companies had to have the same usual match types, from normal to tag to ladder to table, street fight, you know, the normal stuff. But seeing that there was so much creativity to be so different from the WWE was just, my mind was blown. It was like this whole new side of wrestling that I never thought I could ever discover. Seeing their creativity, having their own take on Money in the Bank, Feast or Fired, to their own match that probably put them on the map in the first place, the Ultimate X with the wires or the scaffolding, to even the match that they had once a year at their annual show, Slammiversary, the King of the Mountain match, the reverse ladder match. Seeing all this creativity, even seeing them have their own take on War Games, Lethal Lockdown, to them even taking regular matches and combining them together. Seeing a cage match and a table match together was so creative. I was hoping that they would one day do that in a video game, and we never got it. You can check that video out on my YouTube channel. But seeing this creativity just made my passion for wrestling grow even more to this very day. Okay, so this is it, the bread and butter, the final thing that made me fall in love with this company so much from the year 2007 all the way till I went to college, from 2014 to 2015. The fact of the matter is, when I was younger, I didn't watch wrestling. I wasn't allowed to watch it until that time, 2007. So I missed out on the Monday Night Wars. I missed out on Crow Sting going up against the NWO. I missed, on the WWF side, the rise of Kurt Angle and stars like Christian and Rhino and the Dudley Boys. I didn't get to watch ECW. Or I didn't get to see anything from the likes of Booker T or the Steiner Brothers. Seeing this company having so many people jump from the main ship, having Christian leave the only game in town, jumping from the WWE to TNA to help this company grow, becoming a 2-time TNA World Heavyweight Champion, to TNA's biggest get, the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, where Kurt Angle had probably one of the greatest careers of all time. Not only becoming a 15-time to 16-time World Heavyweight Champion, but holding all the titles in the company at the same time, to also even holding a World Heavyweight Championship in another country, in Japan, to being the leader of one of the best factions of all time, as Samoa Joe would do, the Main Event Mafia, This company gave so many wrestlers a new take on their careers, from not having that much of a draining schedule to really helping them rise in the ranks to really helping them become a better wrestler. This company paved the way for so many, from seeing the rise of Eric Bischoff's son to giving us another great faction, Aces and Eights, to giving us the great career of Team 3D, becoming a 16, I think they even went to 20-time tag team champions. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments below. This was also like a combination of ECW, because we had not only Team 3D, but we seen stars like Sabu to Rhino to even the great Mick Foley, to seeing the final reunion of ECW take place in TNA was such a great thing to witness. I feel like I really witnessed history, to even seeing the great Hulk Hogan himself and Eric Bischoff come in to try to help this company get better. Now, did everything that this company do was perfect? No. But they really had a great time. They really had a great run. I don't watch the company at all really much anymore. It's not the same as what it was, but it's really a surprise that the company has lasted as long as it has. But during the time from 2007 to like maybe 2016 to 15, this company was almost like the number two. They were almost competition with the WWE. And if you disagree on that, that is fine. But that is the reason why I love this company so much. That is why I loved TNA around that time. It felt like a breath of fresh air to what the WWE was. Well, that is my take on why I love this company so much. If you all have any comments about TNA in that time or about the company now, put in the comments below. Guys, don't forget to elbow drop that like button and spear the subscribe button for the 1, 2, 3. And I will see you next time in the ring. Have a good day, guys, and I'll see you then.